Hey, what's up guys, this is Guy here with KBTrainings. In this new video I'm going to show you how to install a Windows Server 2016 in a VMware ESXi environment. So this is for my lab. You know here on KBTrainings that I destroyed my lab to show you how I build it from scratch. So I've built a couple VMs. So this is one of many, and it's going to be our domain controller for this domain or for the lab that we're going to build. So on this Windows Server I'm going to install DNS, DHCP, Active Directory, CA, or Certificate Authority. We also going to install an Exchange email server, and yeah, all different things here. So if you want to see those kind of videos, don't forget to subscribe and like and follow me on social media as well. To download the image for Windows Server 2016, you need to go on Microsoft's website. They give you 6 months of trial, so you can use it for 180 days, even if you don't have any license, and that's a great thing. So download the image and let's jump on ESXi, and I'll show you how to do it. See you there. Before we start, let's take a quick look at our topology as we are building it. So these are the two Windows 10s that we just built in the last videos, and now we are building the Windows Server 2016, and we actually just built the GNS3 server that you see here, and we built that for our CCNA 200-301 course that we are creating here in KBTrainings. So if you want to take a look, go at KBTrainings /CCNA. You're going to have access to that course. It's currently free, but will not always be free. So jump on it, and we have a lot of fun together. So the GNS3 is created for that CCNA that we're doing. So now let's go in the ESXi host and start the installation of the VM or the virtual machine. So I just want to show you that I already have the image uploaded over here. This is the image for Windows Server 2016. So I'm going to close this and go under virtual machines and create a new VM. Next, I'm going to name it, let's say Win Server 2016. So the compatibility will still ESXi 6.7, OS family, Windows, and for the OS version we're going to pick Windows Server 2016. Where is it? All right, it's right here. We don't need to enable this, so we just go next. Where do I save this? I think I'm going to put it in the 500 gig disk. Yep, and I'll click on next. So for the CPU, I'll give it 4 CPUs, and for the memory, we won't do a lot with this, so 8 gig will be fine. For the hard drive, I'll give it, let's say, 80 gigs. That's going to be okay. And also make sure that you're selecting thin provisioning for the hard drive so that you won't take a lot of space. And I'll click on USB. I don't really need the USB drive. So network adapter, I usually add a second one these days. So the first one is connected to my lab, and the second is connected to my home network. And this is the CD drive. That's where I link my image that I have over here. Select it. And yeah, so there's also one thing that you have to do when you're installing. Make sure you change the firmware to BIOS instead of EFI, because you'll be having some trouble if you keep it under EFI. So we just select BIOS, and everything looks good here. So we just click on finish to create the VM, and I think it's created. So now we are going to start the installation by powering on the device itself. Okay, it will load all the files, and after a moment you will have to do the whole thing that we always do when we install, select languages and so on. Alright, so here we select the language. It's all English. Yeah, my all the drivers are not there, so I'm not able to use the mouse. I'm going to be using the tab key here. So I clicked on next, and now I'm installing the VM. So it's going to take a while with a lot of reboots and stuff. So at some point I'll have to accelerate the video so that we won't spend a lot of time here. So I need to accept this and click on next, and I'll also do a custom install on this drive. And now the copy starts, and I'm going to accelerate it so that you won't be here listening to my voice all the time. Now it's going pretty fast. I hope the world was going like this. Okay, so it's rebooting. Here we have to put the administrator password, whatever you choose, and click on finish when you're done. Alright, so now it's finalizing everything. Yeah, it's taking a little moment here. Alright, so you can see that the device is ready. We can now try to log into it. So what I want to do now is install the VMware tools so that I have all the drivers that I need for my mouse and so on. So I need to go. I'm trying to launch the Control-Alt-Delete. It's kind of a pain. Let's see. All right, send keys, Control-Alt-Delete. Okay, so now we're logging into the computer. I'm trying to type the password, but it doesn't work. I need to do some key tab and some tab keys to get access to that and put my password in. And now I'm in the device, and my goal is to get the IP, which I did. I got the IP which was given by DHCP, and then I came on my Mac and opened my RDP or remote Microsoft Remote Desktop. The IP that was given by DHCP was 10.0.0.31, and I'm creating a new remote computer here on the Mac, and I also put the the user and everything. I also set the screen to the right resolution, and I add it. So I double click, I have the warning for the certificate, which is good. So next we will log into the Windows. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, for more of these kind of videos. So next I need to put my static IP on this computer. I'm going to set it up here, 10.0.0.2. subnet mask /24, and default gateway 10.0.0.1. All right, DNS, just leave it to the Google DNS. We're going to install a DNS server on this computer as well. So alright, so that's pretty much it. We have access to this, and in the next videos I'm going to show you how to install a bunch of things. So I'm going to change the IP here and set it to 10.0.0.2. we have the cert, and I'm going to save it to avoid all these warnings all the time. I need to type my password from the Mac, and that's it. We have access to the computer. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. We're going to be installing a lot of services and a bunch of things on this domain controller, so don't miss the next video, and don't forget to subscribe for more of these kind of videos, and also check out my course on the CCNA 200 301 on KBTrainings.com. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you and bye.